Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of This Life, a podcast by Mayorca Media. I'm your host, Felix Mayorca. Today's going to be a super special episode. I'm going to have a couple of different guests. We are not in the shop today. I am in Big Bear. So this is kind of a random thing. Yeah, as always, my show is brought to you by Popl, popl.co. If you use code ThisLife, you get 20% off of your purchase, which is a pretty dope deal. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of an improv thing. I'm not gonna lie. It's I'm in Big Bear. I was supposed to do this trip in December, but things didn't really work out, and COVID and all that stuff. But for those of you that are probably gonna talk smack, we did take the proper precautions. We have some people that got vaccinated. So yeah.
Oh, actually, only I'm vaccinated.
The others actually got tested, so it's all good. My first guest today is her name is Marina Marquez, and she's gonna walk over in a little bit. Marina, do you mind bringing me my cup? Marina. Folks, this is gonna, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna go off the handles real quick. Well, my first guest just ran away, so that's pretty dope. So far, only 3 people are listening, and it's because of you guys. My first guest is Tanya Perez, and she's gonna walk herself over here. Go ahead and put the headset on.
Is this so like I can hear myself?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Dude, this is live?
There you go. No. I should do it live, huh? On Instagram? Why not?
Are these our karaoke mics?
Yes. So get it nice and close to the nice and close to your
COVID.
mouth.
Just kidding.
COVID. Tanya, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. It's great. This is great.
All right. We're having a good time here. Apparently, the only thing I watch
Powerball.
is the Powerball. Tanya, how are you?
Doing great, man.
I'm gonna put you in the hot seat, dude. So all of you guys, I'm gonna ask the same questions to, and this is just kind of, we're just gonna roll through. I'm thinking this is gonna be a super quick episode.
Mm-hmm. Doing it like my mom.
You good? I have someone touching the camera right now, and it's distracting me.
Yeah, can you please
Can you
stop?
be any more distracting, Marina?
Yeah.
There we go.
Marina,
I
go
invited
away.
you on, and then you ran
Yeah,
away.
and then you left.
My beanie is
Okay.
what I was doing.
Well, wait in line. Here we go. You're next.
No.
All right, ready? You ready?
Yeah,
Tanya?
yeah.
Tanya's my good friend. Met her in college. Love her husband, Julio.
Wow.
All right, so I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. You ready?
Yeah.
What gives you anxiety?
Marina.
Gross.
What gives me anxiety?
Yeah. Is there
Literally
people?
everything.
There's people in the back doing a beer pong.
Wow,
Folks,
that's
this is a party pod. This is a party pod, folks. Okay, what gives you anxiety?
Literally everything.
Everything.
That's pretty deep, dude.
It
Pretty
is.
deep.
What gives you anxiety? This is what this life is all about. It's about mental health and all that stuff.
Work.
Work gives you anxiety.
Work gives me a lot of anxiety.
Do you want to talk about where you work and why?
I work at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Don't be a Karen, please, and ask for the manager, because I'm the manager.
Dude, I had another guest on here that works at Enterprise.
Oh, really?
Andy. You don't know her. She works at the RB one.
Oh.
Yeah. So work gives you anxiety. That's
Yeah.
that's a pretty good one.
Just
That's
a lot
sad.
of people are crazy.
It's really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you look up to besides me?
Julio. Just kidding.
My husband.
I'd probably say my mom. My mama.
Why? Why is Gabby your go-to?
Because she's a very strong woman. I strive to be the wife she is, the mom she is. So.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your go-to person when you've got a problem?
Julio.
How do you approach your husband with these problems?
I literally just tell him what's going on. Then I rant, and then he gives me advice on what to do.
Are you the type of person that doesn't like advice, or do you want the advice?
No, I like the advice. Will I follow it? Depends. Depends how good it is.
Same, dude. I give a lot of advice out, and then I'm like, I would never do that. That's so fucked up. All right. What do you do when you're feeling blue? We actually asked this question. Eat ice cream?
Uh-huh. That's why my cholesterol's so high. Se me sube el colesterol.
We actually had a lot of people that were like, I eat. Like, what? I think that was the first night we played word teasers. And that was one of the questions. What do you do when you feel blue? People were like, eat.
Yeah.
It's like, dude.
Honestly, food is like the best. It is. I'm not even kidding.
That's so unhealthy. All right. Are you? This is a deep question. You ready? It's a little roller coastery. So listen. Ready?
Okay.
Are you who? This is the last question. Are you who you have wanted to be at your age? I'm gonna ask that again. Are you who you have? I'm sorry. Are you who you have wanted to be at your age?
I mean, I'm a boss bitch, but I don't know. That's a good one. I feel like I'm halfway there. Like I'm halfway to my goal.
What's next?
Like, make 6 figures. Be a 6-figure queen.
Oh, be a 6-figure queen, like
Melissa.
My queen. Oh, fuck.
No, there's obviously like more stuff I want to improve myself on. So,
like,
I don't know. Be a better wife.
What is? Oh shoot! What does that entail?
I feel like I need to be more like into cooking. As everyone knows, I'm not a good cook.
Right. Well, I think you mean. So
like more like I guess
like the
serving traditional wife. Yeah.
True. That's good. How do you feel about being on the podcast finally?
Fuck you, man. This was a pity invite, guys.
Dude, it was not. This has been. I'm not having this conversation with you.
Marina, come. He's saying
What's
that.
next? What's next for you in 2021? This is the last question.
Fuck shit up, man.
Fuck shit up. That's all we got to do. And I advise you do the same out there listening. Tanya, thank you so much for being on This Life, a podcast by your boy.
Wow.
That was
Marina,
it.
you're going to kick me out.
Yeah, I am. Leave.
Marina, it's your turn.
Marina Marquez.
Oops.
Marina, fun fact, Marina just got
Engaged.
engaged.
Congrats. Woo!
Tanya's having a whole lot of fun. Marina, my next guest, just got engaged. We might talk a little bit about that. I'm going to ask her the same questions that I asked Tanya.
You're too deep for the party pod.
They are Marina. I was like, this is really nice.
Dude, it's about what it's about.
Oh my god, this is so clear.
Is it?
I'm just trying to do hood rat shit with my friend.
I think Tanya's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fine.
I know, I love it. Yeah, Tanya.
Fuck
yeah.
the buzz.
Yeah. you rascals. All right. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you excited to be on?
This is weird.
Why?
Because I can hear myself.
Yeah. And it sounds really good. It sounds super clear.
Yeah.
You ready for the hot seat?
No.
Okay. Marina, how was your first of all, tell me about your engagement. We have your fiance here as well.
Like
and he's
from
gonna be on.
start to finish?
Yeah.
Or like how it happened?
Kind of walk us through how it happened, what you think of it, how he did, how he was feeling, how you were feeling.
Amazing.
A little bit closer.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
Just how it went down. How it went down, how you felt.
So that day, it was a Friday. Usually we both work Fridays pretty much all day until 5 or 6. That day he told me that he had a dentist appointment, so that he was going to leave earlier from work. And he said that we could go to dinner earlier. I said, okay, awesome. So I got ready like a normal day. My mom apparently knew about it, didn't tell me to look cute, nothing. Like I was riding solo. And so he picks me up, and I had kind of been egging him on to take me on one of those picnic dates.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like, okay, like we're going to go to Stuffed Pizza. We're going to get pizza, yada, yada, yada. And then he starts pulling into a park, and I was like, you're taking me on a picnic, aren't you? And he was like, yeah. And so we get off, show up at this picnic. I didn't think anything of it because, again, I had been asking him to take me on one of these picnics.
Right.
And then he starts telling me, like, oh, my friends who set up this picnic, they're doing promos because they barely started. So they have, like, a drone coming around for promo shots. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Painting, eating pizza, and then...
Oh, it was a painting picnic?
Yeah, there was painting. There was a lot. There was cornhole. There was Jenga.
Dude, plug them. Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
What are their names?
What?
The picnic guys?
Oh, Albert?
Albert from Coachella Valley. Albert what?
Albert Martinez.
Albert Martinez.
What's his business called?
I don't know.
Coachella Valley Picnic.
Coachella Valley Picnic. So
Coachella
if you're
Valley
ever in the Coachella Valley
Not
area,
sure why you would be, but
hit up Albert. So then he's playing music. There's like a speaker. He's playing all of our jams. And then, our anniversary was...
Coachella Valley Drone.
Our anniversary was 2 weeks after the day that he proposed. So he started telling me like, I should have waited until our anniversary to like do this picnic because I don't know how I'm gonna top it.
right.
I was like, yeah, I don't know either. And then he just started talking about all the years that we've been together. And then he starts telling me that, the whole thing, love my life, all that jazz.
You made my life better.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
And then he starts slowly moving, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, dude, I love that.
Yeah, and I look at him. We're both sitting down because obviously it's a picnic. So I'm like looking up at him. He's telling me that he asked my mom, my dad, my family for permission, and gets on one knee and asks me to marry him. And I said yes.
Did you cry?
I did.
Did he cry?
He did.
I feel like I would cry, dude.
Yeah.
Just so bad.
I started crying when he just said that he asked my parents for permission. That kind of did it for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I saw the videos. Pretty great.
Yeah, it was good.
You edited.
I did.
All right. Let's put you in the hot seat. You ready? All right. Hot seats with Marina. What gives you anxiety?
Oh, fuck. These days?
What doesn't?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a shorter list for sure.
You're the most anxious friend I had during quarantine and all that.
Yeah, I'm just anxious in general. Right now, time. Just
Time.
thinking about everybody getting older, my mom getting older.
Thinking about so many things.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Dude, time is a motherfucker.
Time will make you think.
Like-
It really will.
Like, stop and think.
Yeah, stop and
just
think.
like, oh my God, how did I get here?
Yeah, no, literally. And you'll be like, fuck, like, till so much time has passed and I feel like none has passed at all,
Yep.
And it's a trip because so much time passes and you literally feel like yesterday I was a freshman in college, which is even scarier because it's like, if you're not where you thought you were going to be, that's like where the anxiety starts. And so time is a big one. I think time for sure.
Dude, I think like a lot of our generation's anxiety stems from that. Like, I shouldn't be or I'm not where I should be. Because we have this, I mean, for our parents, it was, I'm fixing the audio. For our parents, it seemed like it was so easy. Like my parents had me when I was younger than I am now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I can imagine having a kid.
But you know what it is? It's
What?
especially if you come from like first generation immigrant households, they put so much pressure on you to be
Yeah.
better than they were.
Yeah.
And it's like, am I not? Like so much is riding on you
That's true.
being great that basically everybody's hopes and dreams fall on your shoulders.
That's
yeah. So it's like I don't have kids at the age that my parents had kids, but like, am I doing what they want me to be doing? Am I living up to what they came here for?
But yeah, I think a lot of us can relate with that. And I had that after college.
Yeah.
And I was seeing like all you guys, like my circle, just getting jobs and like kind of getting on track.
No, I remember.
And I was like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? What's happening? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good one. Time's a bitch.
Time's a motherfucker.
Who do you look up to
Like in general?
in general? It could be anyone. You're whatever.
My mom, for sure. She, single-handedly raised 4 girls on her own. So her, I never needed anything, and it was due to her.
Right.
My sisters, all of them. No, well, the one that I live with, Stacy, she's a single mom with 2 kids. Couldn't imagine doing it.
Big shout out to Stacy, dude. I love Stacy.
Yeah,
She's
big
so
shout out.
cool. Her kids seem great.
Yeah, they are.
I see them on your Snapchat.
And then my friends, everybody. You guys really all inspire me. Everybody's doing so good. You, little entrepreneur. Tanya, Julio.
I'm gonna cry.
Tati, Lupe.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is why I want to have the party pod, quote unquote party pod. I know it's getting serious, but because I always talk about like my circle and stuff, and like these are the people that I would invite to a Big Bear cabin. Like these are the people I would see, the first people that I would see in the morning. Like for me, it's much bigger than like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the woods and get drunk with a bunch of people. Like it's like, no, I have to handpick everyone, and like these are the people that I love and that I want to like have here and enjoy my time with. So that's That's actually, I've never heard anyone say, oh, I look up to my friends, but
Yeah, even
that's
today
sweet.
sitting with it's the first time I met Cassandra,
Yeah.
Terrence, Annalie, Francis, and just listening to them talk about what they have going on.
Yep.
Super inspirational.
And it's-
Even Tanya was saying that. She's like, wow, they make me feel like I should be doing more with my
Yeah.
business degree. And it's cool to surround yourself with people like that.
100%.
Yeah.
And they're going to do the
I
beer
hate
line.
them.
Hold on. Let me fix the camera.
They're actually going to fit into it. The guys were too tall to fit into
Yeah, probably.
the full
Okay.
screen.
Who is your go-to person when you've got a problem? While you answer that, I'm going to fix this camera.
Okay. I don't know. It depends on the problem. But usually I'll call Brian. Always call Tati, my sister,
Brian
Stacy,
is your
fiance,
fiance.
and my mom. Pretty much those four I never deviate from if I have an issue.
This lighting's really bad,
Yeah.
but it's all good. We're working with what we got, folks.
Can you filter? How to filter?
Filter it.
Look at her.
If you're watching the YouTube video, you got some people behind me doing some activities.
They are 21.
Go for it.
They are 21 and over.
We are all over 21.
Look at her.
Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't partake. I've only been drinking water. Mm-hmm. And
Me too, Pancha.
we've been reading the Bible, Marina and I,
Yeah.
every morning and drinking waters. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. All right. They're so annoying. Okay. What do you do when you're feeling blue? Honestly, I feel like you kind of disappear.
Wow. Yeah, I
Like,
do.
you just kind of keep to yourself. Like I think I messaged you a couple weeks ago. I was like, "Yo, you good?" I feel like because we have a group chat. I won't tell you the name, but we have a group chat, and we're always just Snapchatting each other and like, "Yo, this just happened," or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some days where there's some weeks or something where you just kind of disappear, and I'm like, "Where's Marina at?"
Yeah. No, and I've always done that, which is weird. Like, especially in college, my roommates would be like, "You haven't spoken to us in a week. Are you good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just,
Don't want to talk.
yeah, feel shitty."
How do
Because
you-
they feel like well, at least me, when you're not in a great mindset, I tend to like project onto other people.
Yeah.
So to avoid that, I kind of just keep to myself, and then whenever I get over it,
How
I
do you-
emerge from a little hole. It's not great. I wouldn't recommend it. Like
No.
you should definitely talk through your problems with whoever you can. But if you are like myself, it's fine too.
I'm the same way. How
Yeah.
do you feel when people like berate you? Like, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong.
I hate it. Hate it. I can't. Like it's like I'm not bothering you. Just
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, literally. Let me deal with what I'm dealing with, and then I go back to you. It's super cool. Are you laughing at that?
Yeah.
It's super cool when your friends notice and they hit you up. Just let you know.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing good.
And that's another thing that goes into having the friends that you're like, oh, I understand this person's kind of tendencies. Mm-hmm. So this is what's going on. I think you guys too, one time, like the group chat was active, and then you were like, where's Felix?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think I was like working or something, but I have my off days too where I'm like, I just don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for people that are recluse like that?
Just me myself. Well, I feel like people who are like that get into their heads a lot.
Yeah.
And it's
Me.
just, yeah. And kind of staying out of that headspace and not being so hard on yourself. Even if you can like read a book or watch your favorite Netflix TV show, just to, like, I'm a person who has to stay busy. If not,
Right.
I just get into my own head a lot, which is a dangerous place to be. So just pick up hobbies. Even if you don't want to talk to anybody, do stuff for yourself, by yourself.
Free time is the devil's time.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I tell Brian all the time when I'm by myself and I am in my own thoughts, that's when it's the worst.
Yeah.
So
Get me out.
yeah, literally.
You're a big reader. Do you have any good books that you recommend?
Oh, I just finished reading this one. It's called The Pool of the Stars. It was, I think, a bestseller in 2020. And it's crazy because it's about like a nurse in the 1940s or 50s, whenever the flu pandemic hit.
Yeah.
So it's like really cool to the times, but she's stuck in like a maternity ward. And you kind
Oh.
of just hear about how medicine was back then.
Right.
And a lot of the things that, obviously the author did her research, but a lot of the things that she touches on, like people not believing it, people, not giving two shits. Like it's very...
History repeats itself.
History repeats itself, and it's crazy to just read that we haven't advanced much
In our
as
thoughts.
people
Yeah,
in general. Yeah.
Conspiracies.
Yeah.
Bill, what is his name? Bill
Oh,
Gates.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates and Jeff
And
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Fuck Jeff Bezos. All right. Last question. You ready? Are you who you have wanted to be at your age?
Like in what sense? Like where I'm at, or
Just where you're at in your life. Like when you were kind of younger, you know, when you kind of, our lives pretty much have been, there's a blueprint for our lives growing up. It's, you know, you go to school, you play sports, maybe you go to club, you join clubs, not go to clubs.
Yeah.
You join clubs, you're like a good kid, you go to college, boom. And then after, we're always like, well, you know, after college, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. Are you where you thought you'd be? Are you happy where you are now? Even if you're not where you thought I didn't think I'd be here,
yeah,
but I'm happy.
yeah.
You know?
Oh, am I where I want to be? No, obviously everybody has, you know, more goals that they want to strive for.
Let's
but
talk
am
in the sense of like who you are as a person.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think I've done what I can with what I've been dealt, you know?
Yeah.
I think can I do better? Yeah, everybody can. Everybody's
yeah.
their own worst critic.
Yep.
But I think with what the cards I've been dealt, I think I've managed pretty well for myself as of now.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think you could have been a statistic easily.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a job where I help people, and
What do you do for work?
I work at a mental health clinic. I do TMS treatment, transcranial magnetic stimulation.
My biggest question for you with that is, when I used to work with kids and something would happen, I had a kid who lost her dad in a motorcycle accident. And that took me out for a week. I was like, I can't believe this kindergartner comes up to me and goes, my daddy's dead.
They're funny.
Kids just,
Yeah.
my daddy's never coming back. And I'm like, and I went in the bathroom, I started crying.
Yeah.
What does it do to your mental health? Like hearing all these problems and seeing all these people, does it just kind of become a routine, or do you still have that humanity?
You for sure become numb to a lot of the things that you hear.
That's crazy.
Yeah, which isn't, like they don't hate you as hard.
Yeah.
You obviously feel bad for the person. You try your best to get them through it.
Right.
But it also makes you feel grateful, because it's like these people, you would see them on the street and think like, oh, they have it all. A lot of the people that I get have money, have houses, have cars. And you would think like, oh, he's so much better off. And they're really not. And so it really makes you reflect and take a step back and think like, you be grateful for what you have.
That's very
Even
true.
if it's not a lot, like you could be worse off.
Dude, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I had another guest, Clark, the buff guy that I work with. He was like, yeah, I help CEOs that have tons more money than I do be their better selves.
Yeah.
And you see these people like, they're unstoppable. They can buy whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. But like in reality, like a lot of them are they've been so caught up in the rat race that they're so miserable.
Yeah. We had a new psychiatrist move down from Alaska, and I live again in the Coachella Valley. I don't know if you guys know, but Palm Desert, Palm Springs, it's like a retirement community kind of. So you get people with money. And he came from Alaska, where people have issues because they don't see the sun. They are depressed because it's a small community, like, different things like that. He would just say all the time, wow, the problems down here are a lot more like materialistic. Like the people that are depressed are depressed from money issues. Like everything was money related. And he would always touch on that. And it's crazy. Demographic wise, like even seeing people who do have money, they still are dealing with their own shit.
Yeah.
And it's like you for sure can never judge anybody or judge a book by its cover, because you never know what's going on.
As cheesy as that saying is.
Literally as cheesy as it is.
It's super true.
Yeah.
Well, like people look at me and they're like, dude, you have your own business, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, dude, I'm struggling to pay my credit card bills.
Yeah.
I'm emailing, and I don't want to talk crap about my clients. Every client is amazing that I've had. I've been so lucky. But sometimes they have their own thing going on, and I'm emailing them, hey, could you send me that invoice, or can you send me that check or whatever? And maybe I don't get paid for 1 month, and then everything comes in the first of the month.
In.
Yeah, and I'm just struggling. And people are like, oh, you're doing so great. You have your own office, and you have this, and you have that. I'm like, dude, I'm constantly depressed. I hate my life. I'm just kidding.
I hate you.
I hate myself. I'm just kidding. Okay, Marina, thank you so much for being on the party pod, dude.
Yeah.
You killed it.
We love a good party pod.
How do you feel?
Great.
Are
I
you
feel like
happy
it's
now?
a long time coming. No,
It is.
Not happy. Still hurt by you, but it's fine.
Dude, Coachella is 2.5 hours. I'm going to have this conversation.
Listen.
Felix has been to my house 20,000 times, and he couldn't
Not
bring his
once.
shit to do his podcast. That's
But-
all we got to say.
We come on vacation for him, and this is when he has us do it. But it's fine.
This is a big thank you.
Better late than ever.
Oh, my God. Where's Brian?
I don't know. Where's
He
Brian?
left. All right.
Okay.
Marina, thank you so much for being on.
You're welcome.
Ladies and
Thanks for having
gentlemen,
me.
we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with the Party Pod. Folks, we're back. Who am I sitting with?
It's your boy.
Put the mic up. Put the mic up to your mouth. Closer. He's all nervous.
Is this good?
That's way too close.
Okay, how we?
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Hold on. Okay.
Test.
You ready? What was it like leading up to the proposal with Marina?
Dude, I was so nervous that day.
How long do you have the ring for?
About a month and a half,
Yeah?
roughly. Yeah. Yeah, so I ended up buying it like late January, and then I proposed like the first week of March.
Damn.
Yeah. So a good month for sure.
What were you waiting for the right time, or what was your mindset?
Well, I was kind of just like brainstorming like how am I going to do this? And maybe for like the past like half year or so, Marina's like been sending me those like picnic things like all the time. So I was like,
Nice.
oh, it's perfect.
And we have a picnicker here, Annalie, who will be
Yeah, I
on
know, which I didn't
in a little
know.
bit.
Yeah.
By
I
the
mean-
way, I sent him your profile like 4 times. Just
Well,
to be fair.
and they didn't contract her, so it's
I'm just kidding.
there's bad blood here in the
But
cabin,
yeah,
guys.
putting me on blast and shit.
Yeah. Party pod or bad blood pod.
Is this censored? Like, can
No, you can say whatever
curse
you
words?
want.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay,
can say
cool.
whatever you want.
Yeah. Bananas.
He said bananas, bro.
That's the word you chose.
Yeah, dude. It's the first thing that came to mind.
All right. Let's get into the hot seat questions because I kind of want to get this over with.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Not gonna lie, no offense to you.
like pretty nervous.
No
right
offense
now,
to all
dude.
you guys.
No, you can skip me if you want.
But like I got to get the grill going, and I'm thinking you can skip. He's all red. I got to get the grill going, and we're trying to party.
Yeah, for
All right.
sure.
What gives you anxiety?
Space in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you have no idea. But like, I think what goes behind it is
I
like,
get it.
the not knowing part.
The not knowing part.
Exactly.
So
not knowing.
when you go in the, do you go in the ocean? Do you swim in the ocean?
No. Every time I go to the beach, I maybe go like knee deep, but nothing past that.
Dude, Steve Irwin got in 3 feet water.
Yeah.
So
dude,
you're
well,
right.
Yeah.
That shit scares me.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It
Do you do the
does.
shuffle?
No, I don't. I literally just go like step by step.
Just sitting there crying. All right.
Like Marina's like over there like swimming. I'm like, oh shit, come back.
All right. Who do you look up to?
Who do I look up to? That's a really good question. There's a lot of role models in my life. Realistically, like I guess my dad would be one of my role models for sure.
Why? Spilled all over myself. Why?
I don't know, dude. He's like he's the man. He's like he's a businessman. Like he knows what he's doing. He literally came from nothing and like pretty much built like his life, I guess, out here.
What does he do?
He has like his own little like landscaping business.
In Coachella?
Yeah, good job.
Dude, if you want to have a landscaping business, Coachella's the spot.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
There's so much like, I think my uncle worked in a golf course doing the
Yeah.
landscaping.
There's a lot of potential. I mean, grass is always gonna grow.
That's true. That's what they say. Who is your go-to person when you've got a problem?
Marina, for sure.
Beautiful.
Every day.
Beautiful.
I always vent her like after work all the time.
Every single day.
I don't know if she like likes it or not, but like she's like, oh shit. She listens to me. She's a good listener.
You're like, do you want to talk? She's like, yeah.
I guess.
What's the problem now? What do you do when you're feeling blue?
When I'm feeling blue, the gym never fails. The iron's always there.
I hate you, dude. The iron.
Yeah, dude, I'm eyeballing your 35s right now, dude.
We're doing curls earlier. About 1,006. All right. Very last question.
All right, cool.
This one's a deep one. All right. He's like, all right, cool. Are you who you have wanted to be at your age?
If you're asking like my 10-year-old self,
Yeah.
sure.
I guess.
I'm proud of the progress that I've made. Like growing up, like I was one of those like shy people, like didn't like the attention and whatnot. And recently, I've kind of like grown out of it. Like I'm not as shy anymore or whatever.
Is that true, Marina?
He's not shy at all. He's never been shy.
I think what it
I
I
is.
met him at 14. You guys never
Okay, it was before that then.
It was before that. Yeah. I used to be a shy kid. I used to be the kid that like I would say stuff, but I was so insecure that I would just be like, I was a ball of anxiety even as a child.
Yeah.
Like I would be like, and then I'd say something, and then people would like laugh and stuff, and I'd be like, are they laughing at me, or are they?
Laughing
And then
at what
I'd
I
sit
said?
there for like 3 hours just thinking,
That's social anxiety.
I'm a fucking loser as a first grader.
Definition of.
Dude, till this
So,
day,
Marina just said it's social anxiety. It's social anxiety.
till this day, like I'll be like, let's say like I do like a speech at a wedding.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Marina. I'm like, how did I do? Like,
Yeah.
was it good?
Right. And then you think about it, you're like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah, I just keep thinking about it.
When the photographer took the picture, I blinked, and yeah, dude, it's exhausting.
Oh, for sure.
It's exhausting.
For sure.
That's how I've lived my life. So you're happy with who you are now?
Yeah, 100%.
What about with like your career? I feel like career is so. I hate the question. What do you do? But it kind of encompasses you.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, obviously, when I was going to school, like I wasn't thinking about renting cars after college.
Yeah.
But the role that I've been in definitely has developed me into like a leader. Like, I've learned a lot of I specialized my skill set behind that. But
It sounds like I'm interviewing you for a job.
yeah, are you hiring?
You know, my skill. Yeah. My skill set is. Yeah, this is actually a interview for everyone. So
Oh,
Tanya,
okay.
you did okay. Marina, you're looking good.
Marina
buddy.
did 100%.
Yeah, you did great.
She fucking she killed
Had
it.
me on sooner. Maybe I would have taken the job.
Marina's been prepping for like 6 months.
I've been waiting for my time.
I don't know if people heard that, but it's all good. I'm sure they did. I've been waiting for my time. Brian, I appreciate you being on here, and I mean, I'm putting a camera in your face and a
Dude,
microphone in your face. So
I appreciate you having me, dude. Such an honor.
thank you, sir. We're continuing here with the Party Pod with my next guest, Anna Lee Susie. Where's Francis? Oh, poor guy. All right. Anna Lee, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Yeah, dude, thank you.
Like a WWE like introduction.
That's fun, right? Dun, 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 dun. Standing at 168 pounds from the Coachella Valley area, Brian. Is it? I always get it confused. Is it Velasquez? Vasquez. I always mess up.
That's Tanya. Made a name now.
Brian Vasquez. All right, folks, all the way from San Diego, California. I've had this person on 3 times now.
Where's my?
Don't forget your drink, Brian.
That's mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying.
To my left, I have some instigators that are just talking shit the whole time. One of them. It's usually Marina, and today is Tanya. Damn!
I'm so
Hey, how do you feel about that?
I'm just so hurt. I don't have any more words.
I'm sorry. I'm not in this.
Oh boy.
I can't.
My mouth is on fire.
All right. Annalie, how are you?
I'm great.
How's picnic going?
It's going really well.
Thanks to my listeners. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to the people who listen. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who supports me. But what I promote businesses for everyone else. Yes, it's kind of for her, but like, jump on the opportunity, man. I had a little promo code for picnic and stuff, and not a lot of people did it. But jump on the opportunity. Like, this picnic is dope. Go follow her. Show her some love. Like all her photos. Yes.
Thank you, Felix.
Hot seat. You ready?
I've actually been wanting to do this for a while because you didn't do it the first time or
I know.
the second.
I blew it.
I know. It's okay.
And then I didn't do it with another guest I had, and I was like, oh, shit. It might have been you, actually. 'Cause I did it with Andy and...
Yeah, because you told me you were like, oh, you already were on, so there's no point of putting
That's
you
right.
in the hot seat. Yeah.
This is a different hot seat. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
My mouth is on fire, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're having...
I just had a big bowl of hot Cheetos. If you see my chunty fingers, I'm sorry. But
Oh, that's all over my mics. That's pretty cool. Okay, here we go. Hot seat. What gives you anxiety?
I have really bad social anxiety. I just developed
go.
social anxiety
Really?
because of COVID. Shout out Corona. Yeah.
Wait, what? Explain it.
I think, I don't know if this is considered social anxiety. Maybe Marina can help us on this, but if I am around too many people, I don't really know how to have a conversation without like trying too hard. Does that make sense?
And you overthink what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's social anxiety.
And I don't know if it's because I haven't been around people for a really long time, like a big group of people, or if it stems from like being scared of catching COVID.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
You kind of isolated yourself without really meaning to.
Yeah. And I've never been that way at all. I've always been really outgoing, social butterfly. I love being around people. And I just remember I went to Miami not that long ago, which is, I don't know why I went there.
Oops.
It was for my birthday. And I just remember like going to a bar like / club. And I was like, oh my God, there's so many people here.
Yeah, right.
And I was super scared. And the entire trip, I just had anxiety.
I think a lot of people are experiencing that. Because now things are kind of opening up, and like even going into like walking on the sidewalk and seeing like a big group of people.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's too many people.
Yeah.
Too many people.
No, actually.
Walk away.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. I can't imagine doing a concert after this or going to a club. I know I will, but I'm going to sit there and just be like, oh my God, is this okay? Like, is it?
Yeah.
Shout out to COVID. Next question. Who do you look up to?
I look up to my dad.
Why?
He's just a really, really good guy. I get emotional when I talk about him just because he's so cool. But
It's warranted, to be honest.
Yeah.
I honestly, sorry to interrupt. I get emotional when I see videos of him at the gym, and I'm like, that's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's so sick. Go ahead.
My dad has always been a really good person most of his time because he has his like his past,
skeletons.
like most people. Yeah, he has his skeletons, and but it's just crazy to hear all the stories that he has of like everything he's ever been through and how he's overcame all of those like bad habits and
Battling cancer.
so my dad is had cancer twice already, and right now he's still battling cancer, but he still like manages to like stay active and be a good man to his family. So
Dude does
he's
CrossFit.
a really strong man, and I look up to him a lot.
Yeah, dude. He's out there doing CrossFit. Like, even if he can't do the actual workout, like, I'll see videos on your story of him just, like, pushing through. And I'm like, it's weird when you you get older, you want the best for your parents.
Yeah.
Before it was all about us. It was like, why isn't my mom paying attention to me? Why isn't my mom doing that? But then now it's like, Mom, I just want you to be, or Dad, I want you to be fit. I want you to be healthy, and I want the best for you. And they go to the doctor, and you're like, do you need a ride? Do you need, and you turn into the parent.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. Are you getting enough sleep?
Dude, I texted my mom on this trip. I was like, hey, how are you? How's your back? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you?
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's bad. Everything's bad. I'm like, well, see ya. I'm having a good time. What do you do when you're feeling blue? I'm sorry. Let me go back. Who is your go-to person when you've got a problem?
I go to a lot of like my deeper emotions to Francis, who's my husband.
That's your husband,
He's been on the pod before. But if I'm going for like, like if I'm trying to spill the tea and I have like things to say, I just, I have cousins, I have primas who I talk to. Shout out to Kenya and Steph.
Stephanie Gloria, what's up?
Stephanie Gloria.
Big shout out.
Yeah.
Still scared to talk to you because I don't know your name. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that.
For the cheese man.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're feeling blue?
I like to go to the gym. I like to paint or like anything like artistic, anything that I can really like put my mind to just not have to think about what I'm thinking about.
Right.
And
Having a task.
Yeah, kind of. But most of the time it's like something creative I can get myself lost in. And just like eat. Just like
Everyone
to
said
eat.
food.
I love to eat so much. So that's like if I'm down in the dumps and I don't want to do anything but just lay in bed.
I feel like if you have a day, I've always talked about Scumbag Sunday and stuff, Saturday.
Yeah.
Francis knows.
Yeah, Francis loves those days now. Ever since you introduced them.
Yeah.
to
He'll text me, yo. And I'll be like, what's up? Scumbag Sunday, baby. And I'm like, nah, man, I got to shoot today. He's like, oh, man. All right, I'll do it myself. That's beautiful. You got to have those days. Last one. Ready? Or
Yeah.
did you want to add more to that one?
No.
Okay. Are you who you have wanted to be at your age?
Yes and no. I feel like I have a problem where I set really high expectations for myself. So no. But when I look back and I think about all the things that I've accomplished so far, I'm proud. I love that I'm married. I feel like I've grown a lot as a person since I was in high school-ish. And my relationship with my dad is better. I am almost done with school, so that's really cool. And
I think you graduated.
No.
Oh, you have like one class left.
I have
huh?
I have like a few classes left. But I've never been a school person, so
I hate school.
yeah, as much as I tried to be a school person, it's just not in me. My brain doesn't work that way. So I'm proud. I actually had a really, really hard time accepting that I wasn't done for a really long time. But now I'm proud that I only have a few classes left and I've gone this far. Because I know that I know deep down inside I'm not that type of person.
Also, a lot of people that don't really like college just drop out.
Yeah, but I can't do that because my parents would whip my ass.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, so far, like, I love my family and the friends that I'm surrounded by. AKA you guys. You guys are all great. And
Keep your circles good, man.
yeah.
I'm telling you. I feel like if I would have had one toxic person at this trip, it would have just gone downhill.
Yeah.
You always
That's
have that
true.
person sitting on the recliner just like on their phone and shit. Get out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at in life.
That's good.
I'm right where I need to be.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me, Felix.
Of course. Again.
The privilege. Uncle Flex. The privilege.
All right.
Relate. Yeah.
The last person on here
There
is
you go.
my man's, so I'm gonna pass the mic over to him.
Come on over. You changed, huh? Francis? Francis changed just for this appearance. Here's your phone, Annalie.
Yeah, of course.
We're oh my goodness,
Whenever, anytime.
dude.
Anytime.
This is such incriminating footage. You can't. You can't. Don't spill, please. If you do it.
It's a party podcast, so
Party pod.
might
What's up,
as
buddy?
well make it an actual party
How are
on the
you?
podcast.
Hold it till the hold it till the end. Hold it till the end, and we'll do it as a celebration. Not me though. You will. That's all whiskey too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
No,
what,
it's yeah.
what did I get myself into?
How you feeling, buddy? You look flushed.
Dude, sunburns or Asian glow? I don't know. Maybe both. It's all good.
You were sitting on the recliner like this.
Dude, totally, bro. I had to just muster up all my energy for this one. Sheesh.
Okay. Here we go. You ready for the
I think I should honestly take the beer bong before.
Do it before then.
That way I get a little more faded while you ask me the hot seat questions.
All right. Right now, Francis will be. let me take your mic.
Dude.
Let me take your mic.
Wait, how old is he?
He's 20. How old are you? 26?
I'm 20.
Stop. He's 26. He's 26. We are all of age. Mom, I'm so sorry. Let's do it. Ready, set, go. Now I'm on both channels. There we go. Folks, right now, live. That just happened, baby.
All right.
That was a ThisLife first.
You guys like that ASMR? Oh, dude, I'm trying to get it out of me right now. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's get this over with.
Real quick, I just want to say, if you think Felix is funny and he should do a little bit more comedy on his YouTube,
It's only
just
you.
comment funny. That's all. That's all.
Comment funny.
Comment funny.
It's just you. Dude.
Like the video.
Subscribe.
Wherever this is going.
Subscribe.
Or whatever.
It's going on YouTube.
Wherever it is.
Are you ready? You ready?
Sorry,
Hot-
the
here we go.
slurring is real.
Hot seat. What gives you anxiety?
That's a deep ass personal question. But for the people that, want to know, I don't think anybody really has a definite answer for what happens after we fucking die. So, yeah, death and what really happens after we die. Honestly, I think about that shit literally every fucking day. I have it tattooed on my fucking shoulder. So,
I think that goes with Marina said time.
Time?
Time.
Yeah, I wasn't there present in the moment for that one, but
Right, Marina? You said time?
I do hate clocks, but I did say time.
She's like, clocks give me anxiety.
Metaphorically and physically, yes. Oh, I took your time.
No.
Yes.
I look up to you, man.
Come on, bro.
No, serious. You just
Appreciate that.
the confidence, the swag. Nah, but I'm too faded to answer this one.
Slick, dude. One person. Name one person.
One person?
Not me.
Trump.
Thank you for saying me.
I just wanted to start some
Who
controversy.
is your go-to person? When you...
I just wanted to start some controversy with that one.
All right.
That could be a skip.
Next question. Who is your go-to person when you've got a problem?
My wife, 100%.
My wife.
But I mean, yeah, I'm so introverted. If I have like something that's like really emotional though, like I don't pray every day like I used to, but like I'll get on my knees and like actually like pray for, you know, this thing to be right if like it really hits me.
That's beautiful. That was really beautiful. I might cry. Love that. That was really good.
Now I don't know if you're too faded
How
for
red
this.
do I look on a scale of 1 to 10?
You look like the color of your shirt.
What color is my shirt?
The color of your face. Do you ever feel guilty? So what I used to do is I would pray when I needed something, and I'd never go to church. I was never religious. Like, and then after I was like, dude, this is wrong. Like, do you ever have that like that kind of in the back of your head? You're like, pray, and then you're like, oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
Because every time I would pray, it was because I wanted something. So then I kind of stopped praying, and then I felt guilty about stopping praying. And then I would try to force myself to pray to be thankful. But then I stopped doing that because I was forcing myself. So
It's hard, dude.
it's the hardest thing ever.
I think religion's a bitch right now because we got told as kids, you're Catholic and this is what you need to not do. And it was always, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do this. So then when we grow up, we're like, well, religion's just rules. Or at least that's what I used to think. But now I've met like Cassandra, the people that were here before. I've met friends that are super religious and they're like, oh, it's just a way of life. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So that being said, I think there's some churches that take advantage of that.
100%.
I won't say a name, but Awaken.
Joel Osteen.
Here, Joel Osteen. Mega churches. What do you do when you're feeling blue?
When I'm feeling blue? Video games, dude. So I read this, and the reason why is I'm not even a big gamer, but I'm in the military. I'm getting out a little bit. But anyways, I was reading this like study that these military doctors were doing on PTSD. When PTSD was getting real big in the Middle East, and what happened was they were trying to experiment in how to de-escalate the PTSD and make it better. And they found that right after like a really traumatic situation happened to like, you know, a soldier or a Marine, they would make them play like a really complex video game to distract them from what just happened. And the way they this dude's editing a fucking Snapchat while I'm talking to
Instagram,
him.
but I'm listening. This is very interesting.
Dude, how close your lips are to the microphone.
This is my mic.
I wish people could see this. It's almost,
They can't see it.
It turns me on almost as much as your Valentine's Day Snapchats.
Don't expose me.
Let's put that on there.
no.
We're going to put that on
No,
there
we're not.
that you have to. But yes, video games. It's just an ultimate distraction. It's a complete alternate reality.
Was that just a
And
Band-Aid?
to go into that, like, dude, VR, like the Oculus, the PS4, you know, first-person view drone goggles.
Wii Sports.
Dude, don't sleep on the Wii, bro. The Wii started all of that, bro. I feel like
Video
I'm
games
way
have
too
rehab
close to my mic.
purposes, Marina just said.
Sorry, guys.
So my question though, I know, don't go to the doctor, just play video games.
Yeah, fuck
My question for
video
that
games,
is these people like the people in the military that came back and had PTSD, was that just a Band-Aid for a bigger cut, or did it actually like help in the long run?
So it was an experiment, and it helped like reduce the symptoms,
Like the stress
up front.
of it, right.
Exactly. It did have effects, like, on the long run. How significant they were, I didn't look that deep into it. But yeah, it was just an experiment, really.
It was good to like.
But
come
I
back and
find
get
it definitely
acclimated.
helps with me. But you know, you guys just saw my wife on the last run, and you know, if I am upset with her and she's trying to confront me about something that I should be talking to her about, and I'm playing fucking Galaga on my Nintendo Switch while she's trying to talk to me, or Diablo or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously that's probably not the best idea.
Right.
So you know, it's just finding the appropriate times. But
I think distractions are good when they're appropriate, not when your wife's talking to you. All right, next question. Last question, actually. Are you who you have wanted to be at your age?
absolutely not.
Why? Explain.
Well, I re-signed a contract when I was in the military, and I kind of was forced to re-sign that contract. I didn't want to. I wanted to pursue something outside of the military in business and advertising, and kind of the leadership, I didn't have an option to, so I had to re-sign. But now I'm thankful. So I'm
real quick. He's like, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
Anyway, I love the name. I love the military.
yeah.
Yeah. Hoo-ah, or whatever. What is it? Hoo-yah. Hoo-ah.
Yeah, it's that. I'm
now you're grateful,
I'm
so-
gonna watch this later and be like, dude, what the hell? Is way too drunk.
So why are you?
Whatever.
Why are you?
At this point, like, who like, dude? At this point, like,
Why are you grateful for the decision you made?
well, because it gave me an opportunity to buy a home. It made me financially stable, and looking back at the time, like, I knew I had a direction that I wanted to go into that field, but it wasn't specific enough for me to be ready, and I wasn't financially ready for me to be out.
Right.
And you know, it afforded me to be able to, you know, have an actual wedding. It afforded me, you know, to come back and, you know, start building the foundation and the fundamentals for the marriage, for the life that I want to build. So even though I'm not where, you know, I want to be, I am still happy where I'm going.
So it might have been like an unpopular decision even for yourself, but it was like the right decision.
For my younger self, yeah. But for where I'm at now, like, I'm happy.
Right. That's good. I think that's one of those
Dude,
things.
Felix is the most charismatic person. If you haven't seen Dane Cook, please watch Dane Cook, and then come back and say Felix is the Latino version of Dane Cook. Please.
Comment Dane Cook.
Comment.
Right?
Fuck
Comment funny and then Dane Cook after.
If you think Felix is a dick, comment fuck you.
Oh my god. His mom watches this.
My mom's so
If
upset.
Felix's mom watches this, say I love you.
Also, speaking of Felix's mom, Rosa, ya no mires. Cierra los ojos.
Yeah, Rosa, you might want
Ooh.
All right, folks. That's going to wrap it for this.
No, it's not, because Felix has to partake in the potty podcast. Is it a potty podcast
Hold
or
on,
a potty
I'm
podcast?
gonna close it out and then I'll do it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I want to thank all of my guests. Please give yourselves a big round of applause. I know this is kind of, it's uncomfortable. It's not a lot of friends have someone that has like a podcast and is just like, hey, come on. And anyway, thank you so much for listening, for watching. Add me on the gram at Mayorca Media, Mayorca Media. This is rough. Follow the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and pan the camera
Comment,
over
share, like,
to
subscribe,
people.
subscribe.
Thank you to my guests. This is everyone. I don't know.
Subscribe.
I don't even know if you can see it.
Which guest was your favorite?
Comment which guest was your favorite, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of apple juice from this contraption, whatever this is.
Francis.
Thank you so much for listening. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you on the next one.